The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Gaz, an Orc Barbarian, sworn protector of the Caliban frontier.
I'm Konnor Shenold. I play Konnor with a K, Kobold Sorcerer who is a continuous thorn in the Empire's side.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Zonimus Dinar, a paladin of dusk, using vengeance as a tool to protect the ones I love.
I'm Kiri Hester. I play Poppy Tea Leaf, the halfling desert druid determined to save the wild places from the ambitions of civilization.
I'm Brooke Bullock, and I play Mokrin Stoneshaper, a young dwarf sorcerer finding his true family as revealed by the secrets of the frontier.
And I'm Ash King, your dungeon master. Join us now for Tales from the Caliban Frontier. You have found yourselves in a place of darkness, a place of despair, brought here by the magic of Sneaky Coyote. In this place of ruins and near silence, you've found a small elven boy who has cried out for your help. Attempting to console him, you've entered into a home, but not long after your appearance, Zonimus, utilizing new powers given to him by the goddess Dusk, has sensed the presence of 4 fiendish creatures that have landed upon the roof of this dwelling. You hear their claws scratching against the tile as they move out. One drops down from the roof, standing in the doorway, looking at it. Its form is somewhat twisted, looking somewhat like a black Dragonborn, but with wings sprouting from its back. The creature, with a dark smirk, seeing you all, lifts a finger, and the world goes black.
Counterspell.
All right. That's a 2nd level spell. You do prevent this creature from casting. The creature screeches its annoyance, shouting out a word in Draconic. And so its fellows begin bursting from sides of the windows. 2 creatures leap into the dwelling.
Before this triggers, who is on my left and who is on my right?
I'm right there.
Yes,
right
it's
there,
the
right
two of it is the two of us. So
the 3 of us.
Yes.
Okay.
Konnor and I in back corners.
yes,
Okay.
I figure the 3 of us almost in a triangle, back to back, and the 2 of them in the corners.
And how big is this
Konnor
house?
and Mokrin basically in the 2 back corners.
I think so, yeah.
Okay. And then Zonimus, you want to be up ahead? Mm-hmm. Okay.
We're in a triangular formation, back to back, in the center of the room.
So you've got the beast, one of them, that has landed basically at the front door and is keeping your attention. These 2 other beasts leap in from the sides, and therefore will go up to Gaz and to Poppy.
Remember, you still have my stone aegis.
Do I?
Yes.
Rad.
The one that attacks Poppy will do it at a disadvantage.
Okay. All attacks at disadvantage or just the first one?
So just from my range.
Just one. Okay. So it'll attack once with a scimitar, even with disadvantage.
Also, my AC is ridiculously low in Panther
It'll be a
4.
23.
Oh, yeah.
For 6 points of slashing damage.
Okay. So that's -4, so 2.
It will strike again for 21.
Yep.
For 9 points of slashing.
5.
And then it will actually reach down and attempt to bite you.
Okay.
But that will only be a 8.
Yeah, that one misses.
All right. Gaz, you've got one coming at you. 3 attacks, 2 with the scimitar, 1 with the bite. Scimitar number 1 will be a 14.
Misses.
Attack number 2 with a scimitar will be a 22.
That'll hit.
7 points slashing. The bite attack will only be a 13.
Miss.
Does it for my other 2. The last one punches through the ceiling to come down behind our trifecta formation. And it, too, is going to attempt to cast. Mokrin, you have already used your action.
My reaction, yep.
Reaction, so you cannot counterspell again.
I also couldn't come help Poppy.
And the kid, by the way, is like screaming absolutely in terror at the appearance. And, yelling, "It's the monsters! It's the monsters! Don't let them get me!" As this beast casts darkness, plunging the room into pitch black. Gaz, you're up.
Gaz rages. And in the darkness, his tail comes out. And he attacks with his long sword, Reckless. So a straight roll.
Correct.
15.
That will hit, exactly.
Excellent. 12 points of damage.
And is your sword is a +1, yeah.
Yes,
Never mind.
Second attack. Nope, that is a nat 1.
Is that all for you, Gaz?
That is it.
Konnor.
So I can't see where the one who casts darkness is, but they're right next to my group of friends. So based off of where they last were, you said these were warped versions of Black Dragonborn, right? Mm-hmm. Can I roll something to kind of jog my memory of if I remember anything about Black Dragonborns and like what they're immune resistant to?
Go for it. Arcana.
Okay. That is a 15.
You will get the resistances, but that's it.
Okay.
Black Dragonborn themselves tend to have a resistance to acid, typically.
Okay.
Because of their sworn allegiance to Nightmare. These ones seem to, again, they have been warped by whatever magics of this plane. So you get a sense that these guys have resistance to cold, bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing from all non-magical attacks that are made by weapons that are not silvered.
Which works fine with what I was going to be doing. So I'm going to streak out a lightning bolt
Okay.
to try and hit the one that casts darkness. I need a dexterity saving throw.
Read for me just the text of that spell.
A stroke of lightning forms a line 100 feet long and 5 feet wide, blasts out from you in the direction you choose. It does say each creature in the line must make a dexterity saving throw.
I just wanted to make sure it didn't have any text as like a creature you can see. But no, since it's just a line straight from you, then yeah, okay. I will allow it. And that is a 16 dex.
That meets, so it'll take half. What I'm wanting to do with this much damage is to make it fail its concentration. So 31 points of damage.
31 points of damage. Okay, so half that. So it'll be 15. So it needs to get a 10 or better on a con save. A 9! So, as quickly as this magical darkness appeared, it fades away, much to the confusion and the frustration of the beast, whose head whips over to you. You hear, Thundercracker.
And for us, it was like Connor's lightning bolt just lit up the room.
And yeah, you see the beast kind of zero in onto you now.
Okay. That's about as much as I can do on this turn.
Mokrin, you're next.
Mokrin can see now the darkness is gone, so he reverts back to an original plan. I can see Zonimus, and I reach in and touch the weave, twisting it the other way from what the golems are doing, and you're hasted. +2 to your armor class, your speed is doubled, you get advantage on dexterity saves, and you have an additional action.
So it's
that you
4
can do.
attacks.
Or a dash, or a disengage, or a hide, or use
Or a
object,
spell into attacks.
or a spell into attacks, whatever you want. It is concentration, so I have to keep that in mind. But
Okay.
Well, Zonimus, you're up.
Bane, right off the bat, to the 3 that are inside.
Okay.
Charisma saving throws for each one.
12, 6, and an 11.
Hey-o.
Wow.
There, Bane.
come on.
And then for my next trick, so we're in there and 2 came up to hit my friends. I'm going to spin around and brush this off my shoulder into his face.
Ooh.
For a grand total of 24.
The one on Gaz or Poppy?
Poppy. And then, does it seem like we have a leader yet?
Not that you've identified yet.
Yeah, okay. Then I'm just going to lean in, hold my shield up, and then I'm done.
Poppy.
Yeah, we'll do a bite because it does slightly more damage. Let's see how that goes. 13?
13. Nope.
And that's
Hide
my
is
turn.
too tough.
And that's your turn?
That's all I could do. I'm the panther. It gives me extra bonus points, but I can't really do that much.
Okay, rolling back around to my creatures. Number 1. Ooh, excellent. And then number 4 used his ability as well. Okay, he does not get it back. Well, Beastie the First is once more going to try to cast Darkness.
We're at a new initiative order, so counterspell.
Seeing that that effort is futile, at least for the moment, he is going basically to rush up into your face, Zonimus. He doesn't get an attack this turn, just because he used his ability.
This is the one that was outside? Mm-hmm. Okay. So
Yeah, rushes right up to you. And so the one on Gaz smirks, because looking over to Makrin, there's that look of, oh, you fell right into the trap. And it is going to use Darkness. Beastie the Third is going to make another attack on Poppy.
Okay.
And this one gets advantage because you cannot see it.
Is that one still baned?
It is. Well, that is a swing and a miss.
I guess they can see in this darkness?
They can.
Yeah.
Will 13 hit?
Just barely.
Okay. 4 points slashing damage.
So 0, right?
You at least have to take 1 point.
Yeah,
We have,
take-
we have to,
yeah,
okay, we have to
decided-
take
yeah.
at least 1 point of damage.
Yeah,
All right,
that's
and then
true.
it's going to try to come in for a bite. Be a modified 20.
Oh, yeah.
There'll be 8 points of piercing.
So wait, actually I have 1. I have 1
There's no
panther
panther?
point.
Oh, you're still a
Panther.
panther.
Well, unfortunately, there's also a rider on this.
I was gonna say, but they get a... they get a
As it bites you, and even as it pulls away, you feel the saliva
gross.
tingles against your skin as you take 9 points of acid damage.
5, so that would be 1 for Panther Poppy, 4 for Poppy Poppy.
Beastie the Fourth. You don't see it, you don't hear it. You might hear Wildfire give a bit of a yelp as he's just brushed out of the way.
My heart is broken.
And you can hear the muffled cries of the child as obviously they're probably picked up. And then a silent brush of wings, but nothing else.
As it moves away, can Cal attack?
Cal?
My horse?
Can your horse see in darkness?
Can he try to attack, just in case?
Even though
It's up to
flying,
you.
but-
I mean, it'd be a disadvantage, so he probably wouldn't hit him anyway, but even if he does hit, he's not going to knock him
He's
down.
just a normal horse.
He's a normal horse.
Yeah.
And it rolled a 2.
It's a nat 20. And a 3.
So a 3.
Oh, disadvantage. You gotta take the low one.
So you go roll down. I just wanted him to have a chance to attack him, to
Okay,
defend the
cool.
child.
Listen, the
was a good
horse
play.
made a gallant effort.
Oh, yeah.
I know. It's a character
pepper?
moment for the
Yes,
horse.
it was okay. So he took off with the child. We hear the screams as it
You can
fades.
assume. Well, and it's probably the thing too is that this kid's like,
Because it is a dragonborn, not a dragon, so it has like hands.
Okay, so if the darkness isn't covering the entirety of the room, can Makrin and I see him pick up the kid?
it's about 20 by 20.
Yeah,
I mean,
so-
even centered, basically even with the magic centered in the room. Yes, Konnor and Makrin are technically outside of the darkness, but these creatures are consistently moving within
Yeah.
the darkness.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if it's the curve of it,
Yeah.
like we've got that little,
You're standing in
curve
light.
on the corner,
There's-
but we can't see through it to the other side.
Darkness all around you.
Yeah.
Just hold your concentration. That's all that matters.
And maybe for a brief moment, you see like the kid on the horse, and then whoop,
Okay.
the kid is yoinked into the darkness. Gaz and Poppy, you kind of feel like the brief wind as a pair of wings open up, and he takes off through the hole he made in the roof. So he is off and away, and that is it for all of my Dragonborn beasties.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross. So great to have a moment to talk with you during this mid-show break. First off, I want to invite you all to join us as Patreon members. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. When you become a Patreon member, you get our episodes 4 days early, bonus content, access to our Discord server, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll be joining other fans like Scott Wise, Don Mills, Heath Mormon, and the Lady Kate. So join us right now at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. Since 2020, the Red Dirt D&D podcast has been close to another Oklahoma actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast, D20 to Curtain. And me personally, I've had a chance to work on stage with some of the actors on the show. So when you get done with this episode, you should check them out.
Hello, fellow D&Ders. My name is Jerome.
I'm Jennifer. I'm Jody.
And together with our friends Kara, Timothy, and Jared, we are the cast of the D20 to Curtain podcast, where Oklahoma theater geeks and their friends hit record and explore our new addiction to Dungeons & Dragons.
We think D&D is more than just a game. It helps us tap into the enduring power of storytelling.
We combine live gameplay with behind-the-curtain episodes to share our experiences, insights, habits, discoveries, and passion for D&D with anyone who will listen.
We hope D20 to Curtain will make you laugh, cry, maybe even make your experience at your table even more satisfying. Check us out anywhere you listen to podcasts or visit us at d20tocurtain.com or at D20 to Curtain on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
We look forward to having you. All we ask is that you have fun, be kind, and play the role.
If you're looking for more content, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Keys from the Golden Vault from the Red Dirt Outlaws dropping every Tuesday at noon, and Plausible Deniability every other Thursday at 7 p.m. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. And we would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. In the meantime, make sure and subscribe to this podcast and leave a comment on your favorite podcatcher so others can find us. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
So, Gaz, this beastie has just taken off with the child that you have vowed to protect. What are you going to do?
The one in front of me, I heard him whisper incantations to cast this darkness, and I am going to hit him recklessly. So
Okay.
straight roll.
Strength
24 to hit.
will hit.
10 points of damage.
And he got a 16 on his con save.
Second attack.
Minus a D4.
Oh, minus a d4.
24 to hit for 14 points of damage.
He passed his con check.
Tail attack. 28 to hit.
Will hit.
15 points of damage.
15 points of damage, and he passed the last con check.
Pass turn.
Next would be Konnor.
I want to do something, and I'm sorry in advance. First of all, I'm going to spend this sorcery point for my careful spell to allow Poppy, Zonimus, Gaz, Makrin to automatically succeed in this.
Thank you.
So, covering the entirety of the room, I'll even hit myself with this if I have to. A explosion of psychic energy happens.
Okay. What spell is this?
Synaptic static.
Synaptic static. Love it.
Is this when you were keeping quiet?
Yeah. You guys automatically pass.
Yeah, you choose a point within range and cause psychic energy to explode there. Each creature in a 20-foot radius sphere
Makes an
centered on that
intelligence- yeah.
point must make an intelligence saving throw.
Which I'll have to make because I didn't make myself pass.
Let's see how my 3 guys do.
I barely passed.
1 fails. Got an 18, so 1 will pass. Okay, I've got 2 failures and 1 pass.
Okay, so 35 damage.
Woo!
But then the 2 that failed also must now subtract a d6. It says subtracts the number rolled from all its attack rolls, ability checks, as well as its constitution saving throws to maintain concentration.
So there's a rules question. On the ones that are baned, does it stack?
Yeah.
Or do I just take the highest die?
Right?
I bet it
Here,
stacks.
personally, I'd stack it.
I'd
because
stack it
it's
too.
2 different spells.
It all comes together.
You said
16.
35.
35.
We all take
Almost.
17 psychic damage.
He automatically saved us, but
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
17.
Worth it.
35.
It was worth it to do that subtracting dice.
Yeah.
get
Honestly.
migraine.
Yes.
The one who passed, and who was also the one maintaining the darkness, just falls down dead. As the darkness fades, screeching as it's holding its head from the synaptic static as it heals over.
And that darkness goes away.
Yes.
Is it still regular dark?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, good for me to know.
So Makrin took damage and haste as a concentration spell, so I've got to roll for that.
Oops.
I rolled the modified 20!
2 of the beasties fall down dead.
Okay, Walker, it's a hard act to follow, but
You're up.
This? So, we can see again. There's one left, right?
Yes.
So with the one that is remaining then, Makrin is going to swirl a 2nd level chromatic orb and make a range touch attack. Oh, it's gonna be close to 15.
A 15 hits exactly.
Yay! And 26 points of damage with this chromatic orb.
What's that damage?
It was acid damage.
That does absolutely jack diddly
Doesn't
squat.
do anything to them. Cheese and crackers, it just hits them in the face. You gotta say this stuff out loud next time.
Oh, sorry. I thought it was obvious.
Okay, so one's
Didn't
still
y'all
up.
fight black dragons?
Steam and whistles, they're immune to acid.
Is that it for you?
That's gonna be all.
Xanamus? It's just the one left.
well, let's see if he's immune to this. 20 points of magic missile flying out of...
Oof.
Is he still standing?
No. As he turns his face to Makrin with just a mocking little grin of, you really thought that would work. All of these streaks of energy hit him in various places, and you hear a screech as he falls down dead.
Are we still in initiative?
We can be.
I'm hasted. I still have another action.
Well, basically, let me put it
Are
this
we
way.
still in
If you
initiative?
guys are intending to chase after the other beastie, then we will probably need to remain in initiative order just to keep it fair.
Okay, either way, I was planning on doing this anyway. It's just gonna use a turn for me to do it. I will cast Dark Vision on myself so I can see. That will last for 8 hours. As long as I don't, take critical damage. And I look at Konnor and I say, stop hitting me.
I'm sorry.
I have a migraine now.
Quit it. Quit it. Stop it. Quit it.
Stop being in the center of everything.
All right, so Poppy, we just did your turn, so we're back to the top of the initiative, which would be my beastie. Beastie is going to use his full action. What I would say is just to start this off and put everyone on a fair footing. Are you guys going to run out of the house, or are you going to attempt some other way to get out of the house?
I would like to turn to Zonimus now that I'm not Panther and well, what's so important about that child? This feels rightly suspicious, right?
It does. Does not got here, doesn't know where it came from. I mean, I want to save the innocent, help the weak as much as the next person,
But maybe if we follow this thing, it will lead us to where we need to be. It's going somewhere. It's not so much the child, so much as it is going somewhere, and we want to keep on its tail.
Yep, for sure.
It feels like a trap, but also
It does.
is sometimes the only way out is through, right?
Sometimes you gotta take the bait.
Sometimes you have to spring the trap. My plan, and I actually am next after him, mount up on Cal and dash.
Okay. Yeah, so just to let you know, this is not open terrain. So you are in ruins of an urban city. So just to give you a forewarning. So the beastie, child in arms, the kid is struggling, so he's having a bit of a time, but he's strong enough to keep hold of him without much trouble. And he is flying towards the ziggurat. So he will use his action to dash. And just so you know, in a chase, you can dash 3 times plus whatever your constitution modifier is. So if you have a con modifier of 1, you can dash 4 times before you have to make checks versus exhaustion. So he is going to start this off by dashing. He was already 80 feet away from your position. He's going to move another 80. So he is a total of 160 feet away. And he is basically flying over top of the rooftops. At the end of his turn, I will roll for a complication. Got a 1. So basically as he's flying, the kid, is kicking, screaming, and is causing him to kind of dip down. And so he has to swerve around maybe an old chimney or something, maybe, part of a second floor that used to be there. He is going to have to dodge around it with a acrobatics check, which he passes with flying colors, swerving just at the last moment and continuing on his way. So that is it for my beastie. Gaz.
Gaz jumps on Cal and dashes toward the creature.
So you're trying to keep him in sights as you are moving through the ruins.
So 120 feet, whilst Gaz pulls out his hunting rifle. It's in the saddlebags.
Sometimes I forget guns are a thing in this world.
So it's Cal's action is to dash?
Uh-huh.
Okay, just trying to make sure if you have to give up your action.
I will take whatever ruling you decide.
Mounted combat. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that, the mount gets an action and you get an action.
Yeah.
So.
That's cool.
But yeah, that's, from what I'm reading, that's what it looks like.
Okay, cool. So how far away was it? You said 160?
160 feet, so if you moved 120, that would put you within 40 feet of it.
Yes. Can I fire my hunting rifle?
I believe so. Does it have the range?
Yes, because it's 80 feet.
Okay.
It's 82-40. I would be at disadvantage over 80, so.
Okay.
And does a hunting rifle fire twice since I attacked twice?
No.
The hunting rifle just fires once.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I thought.
It's like a crossbow.
Yeah. But a 25.
A 25! Yeah!
2d10 damage. That is disappointing. 10 and a 1. 13 points of damage.
13, okay. Halved because the hunting rifle is not magical.
You're right. So, just
This is your boomstick.
But he gets a new piercing.
Alright, so he'll take 6 points.
Yes, and I will keep up the chase as long as I can. So hopefully you guys are right behind me, because my goal is to defend the child.
Give me a D20 roll,
yes,
please.
D20 coming up. 13.
13. Alright, luckily you face no complications. Konnor, you're up.
I'm gonna watch as Gaz takes off. And I'm gonna go over to Poppy and be like, so I don't have my wings yet, so how about you be my wings?
Sure. Are you essentially just going to hold your action until you can?
Yeah.
So Konnor, you will hold your action until Poppy's turn.
Makron runs out the door,
Okay.
looks up, casts Dimension Door to be 165 feet up in the air, right above the creature. And then the DM gets to decide if I can make an attack, a grapple roll, some type of check to land on its back.
Plummet to your death.
This is going to be a contested check.
Okay.
It will be your acrobatics versus the dragon's
Wasn't
acrobatics.
quite the one I was thinking of, but okay.
Because yes, you are suddenly appeared above the beast.
Yes, it rolled off of a natural 20.
It did. I saw it hit your back and
Modified 14.
20.
Ugh.
You want to use a fate chip?
I think I want to use a fate chip. Just for rule of cool, I think I want to use a fate chip.
Yeah, you got to get over a 20.
No.
Makrin.
So the real question is, we have to figure out exactly how far up in the air you are to determine how many d6s we're going to have to roll to see if you die or not.
How many?
He said he was 165, so that would be.
Well, but that's
That too.
you're not 165 feet up in the air. 165 feet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Shoot.
forward.
Okay. Because about to say, I mean, like the average structure, the average dwelling structure would be what, 10 feet
10 feet,
tall?
yeah.
10 feet tall at the most.
Depends on if they have flat roofs or not.
Yeah, these are flat
But
roofs.
typically
yeah.
10 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
About 10 feet.
That's the story.
About 10 feet. That's pretty much. I mean, let me put it this way: pre-modern construction standards.
Yeah.
10 feet is generous. So I'm gonna give it was 15 feet off the ground, and then you started 5 feet higher than that. So you were a total of 20 feet
Okay.
in the air, which is not bad.
No,
Not bad.
2d6.
Unless he falls through the roof
bad.
of another house.
The rule of cool would have been incredible. So,
All right, so Makrin, you take 8 points
I landed on a thatch roof.
of falling damage. And because you created your own complication, I am not making you roll for a chase complication.
Wise and benevolent.
So, a small swirl up of dust as I hit a roof somewhere.
Well, my friends, this is possibly the most interesting turn that we have ever had during one of our many, many sessions. With my beastie flying to return to the ziggurat, and the rest of you giving chase. We're unfortunately going to have to see how this pans out next time.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Caliban Frontier as Ash King as our Dungeon Master, Brooke Bullock as Makrin Stoneshaper, Johnny Payne as Zonimus Dinar, Kiri Hester as Poppy Tealeaf, Konnor Shenold as Konnor the Kobold, and I'm Michael Cross as Gaz. Special thanks to our Silver Star Paladin patron Shenanigans Unplugged. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician PJ Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of tabletopaudio.com and Monument Studios. You can find us on Facebook, Twitter, and at reddirtdnd.com. We here at Red Dirt D&D could really use your help in getting the word out about us. If you like what you've heard, make sure and subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. We have several giving levels to help us grow up big and strong. Join us next time as we go deeper into the Caliban Frontier.
And then
Then the men go marching out into the fray,
See, I went-
conquering the enemy and carrying the day.
I went, dude, where's my car?
I went, no one did.
And then.
No one did.
And then.
And in the darkness, bind them. Sorry. In the
That vibrate
darkness.
was right there with you.
I poof.
Uh-oh.
Adorable halfling. You can't see.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Poppy is back.
Well, you would hear me go, ow!
Yeah.
I can smell tea and chamomile. She's definitely not a panther anymore.
Oh, it's so nice that you know how I smell nice. I don't smell gross.
I don't appreciate this.
I feel victimized by Ash's maniacal laughter.
Same.
Well, it's an old-fashioned house.
Well,
it's not like we're
well.
talking about a living room, 3 bedrooms, a bathroom.
Neighborhood.
It's an old-fashioned house, which probably
Listen,
has one
in
room.
this market, this house is going for $250.
Like all of us and a horse, and there's a bookshelf over there.
2 horse, 3 horses.
3 horses, a car.
The cart's not in here, but 3 horses, a wolf,
That's
and all
true.
of us.
Oh, that's sad.
Listen, this is some like
Yeah. Okay.
the princess and never-ending story.
How dreadful.
He is off and anon with a hither and a yon. And a hey nani nani and a hey nani non. Sorry. Reduced Shakespeare Company joke.
Either gonna break concentration or kill him.
Whichsoever comes.
I like how you're
first.
Death Blossom when you go reckless.
Yeah.
Like swing one, swing two, left hand, right foot, tail.
That'd be
Don't
fine.
you shake your head. Poppy Eugene.
It's literally been dozens of episodes since I've hurt somebody on my own team.
Listen, that'll be fine.
I should be okay. Don't worry.
If this was Shadowrun, it'd be a whole other story.
Yes.
You always have to have line of sight in Shadowrun.
I don't have enough dice for Shadowrun.
Yeah. And
I do.
The magical darkness is gone. The regular darkness for me.
Still a problem.
Good, the darkness is gone.
What?
Is it?
Are you sure?
This is awesome because twice Konnor Whitaker has made me go, oh, nope, and back off getting rid of darkness. Once with a lightning bolt and now once with that.
Because, hello, my friends. Hi. Welcome to the chase scene.
Yes.
We haven't done one of these.
Michael, cue the chase music.
Yes, I do actually have some good chase that we've never used before because we've really not had a chase scene.
Not really, since Anarchy, but that was, you know, episode 30 when Michael was still learning what he was doing.
And that really wasn't from the chase so much as he started to run away and then Poppy just
Who was chasing
took him
who
down.
really in that one?
oh yeah.
I think there was before I turned into a panther, you guys were chasing us.
Yes, there was.
But anyway, we need a secret handshake.
Muckin rubs his temples. Konnor, was that you?
Yeah, sorry.
That was
I need to
amazing.
keep moving so I
I've
can
been-
keep my initiative. My turn wasn't even over and you guys just started doing stuff.
We will.
Maybe I turned around and took off running.
That's true.
That's what I did.
We're trying to give Michael editing problems by
did
role-playing
one.
over here.
I totally forgot that when we leveled up, that was, I also got a wild shape improvement somewhere between the last time I checked and now. So I can do CR1 beasts now.
I am sorry I hate y'all. I'll stop doing that. But it was
No,
a
it's
perfect
totally
opportunity to finally use a spell.
Okay.